Observe the flow of thoughts and emotions as they go through your mind, and then let them go. All together, inhale, bring hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Sharing the Omkar chant 3 times. Take a breath in. Om. 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 Shanti, Shanti. A longer version of the Guru Mantra when I first learned in my first training in India. Take a breath in. Guru Brahman, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwarat, Guru Sakshat Parabrahman, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Exhale, open the eyes, release the pose. The nice thing about mantra is that it really sets us up for a wonderful pranayama session, because through that controlled breath, through that vibration that we manifested, we're starting to bring our body not only into our own vibrational balance within ourselves, but also with the universe around us. So let's do a more intense, condensed version of our pranayama practice. 2 minutes Samavriti, 2 minutes Kapalbhati, and then 2 minutes of alternate nostril breath. So 6 minutes all in all. So Samavriti, even inhale, even exhale. Come into position. Take a few cleansing breaths, calm yourself down, and begin. And doing your best not to break rhythm, begin 2 minutes of Kapalbhati breath now. Take a long exhale here. Nice, easy breath. Just enjoy the opening of the lungs, the ease of your inhale and exhale. And then set yourself up for alternate nostril breath for 2 minutes. And begin when you're ready. One rush, finish your round on the left nostril and then release your right hand and breathe normal. And release the pose, come into Savasana. It's always nice to do a little reset after your pranayama before we begin the rest of the class. So as you come into Savasana, I'll just explain a little bit what we're doing today. So both Tuesday and Wednesday, we worked on understanding the relationship between your spine, specifically the lower back, the movement and position of your pelvis, the mobility of that to be able to move forward and backwards, and also the relationship of your thigh, specifically the femur bone, as it finds movement within the pelvis joint. And all this is really important, not only to maintain integrity of your standing poses so that you distribute the weight evenly, but it's also important to understand for flexibility of the back and of the hips and of your hamstrings and quads. So we're just going to continue working on that awareness today. So we're in Savasana for another minute. We moved a lot of energy around in the pranayama. So let's just reset. All right, let's take a few deeper breaths here. Open the eyes. Begin to bring some movement into your body as we come out of our Savasana. Roll to one side. Then let's come up and let's all meet in child's pose with your knees wide, big toes touching each other behind you. Knees are wide, extend the arms in front of you. So Tuesday, we worked more on extension and flexion of the hips. Yesterday, with the pigeon pose, we introduced some more lateral movement and opening in the hips, and we're going to keep continuing our exploration of that today. So let's stay here, just start feeling that opening in the hips and the inner thigh muscles. Stay here for a count of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, let's come up to neutral tabletop on our forearms. You may have to bring your knees a little closer together to be comfortable. Here, cow and cat on the forearms. Let's begin. Inhale, drop the stomach, lift the head, and exhale, curl in from the tailbone, round the back, tuck the chin. Continue on your own. Let's do 5 more. So as we do this, you can see that we're really focusing on understanding the fluidity of the movement of the hips and the movement of the spine. This is all important in every forward fold we do and every hip opening to let the spine be relaxed. Gonna do one more and then meet you in a neutral tabletop on the forearms. From here, with your knees exactly where they are, bring your big toes in, your feet, with your big toes behind you, touching, like a little triangle, and exhale to a child's pose. If you can, keep your hands where they are, you're just bringing your butt back to your hips. Hold here. This is a shorter count for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come back to neutral tabletop on your forearms. Coming into a dolphin plank, extend both legs behind you. Feel that dolphin plank. Remember, you're bringing the energy from the head to the navel and from the feet to the navel. So we're engaging the core, we're engaging those hip flexors. We're trying to fatigue the hip flexors and the muscles around the hips a bit. As you exhale, release the body all the way down and inhale up to a baby cobra. Now I'm relaxing those hip flexors. Now I'm thinking about extending the energy up through the top of my head and through the toes. Coming back into dolphin plank, curl the toes under and lift up. Let's widen our stance as wide as the mat. We can hold the dolphin plank with a wider stance here. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release down. And inhale up to your baby cobra. Little different feeling here. Opening up the hip flexors just a little bit more. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Curl the toes under. Inhale back up. Your dolphin plank. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release down. Inhale up. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Curl the toes under. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, rise up. So a little different rhythm, okay? We're up now. On your next inhale, rise up to plank. And exhale, release down. Inhale to cobra. Stay here. Curl the toes under. Inhale to plank. Exhale, release down. Inhale up to cobra. Stay here. Curl the toes under. And inhale to your dolphin plank. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. And release all the way down. Extend your arms in front of you, palms down. Rest the head on the mat. From here, let's come back to a child's pose with our knees nice and wide. Then those arms, drop the forehead to the floor. Maybe you can open your knees a little wider than we did the first time. Let's hold here. Open your knees so that you really do feel that lengthening in the inner thigh and the opening of the hip. Let's stay here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you inhale, come sitting up on your heels with your knees wide, or perhaps you're at the point where you can even bring your butt down to the mat. Heels are on either side of your hip. Wherever you are, it's good. You can even put a prop underneath your butt. From here, let's come into Dandasana. Both feet are in front of us. Really nice Dandasana. All right, let's start on feeling the movement of our hips when we do forward folds. So this is doing the hurdle stretch. So take your right knee, bend it, and bring your foot behind you so that you're sort of in a square position, 90-degree angle in front, but you've got your foot behind you. It doesn't have to touch, your heel doesn't have to touch your butt, but you want your foot behind you and this knee pointing out. So it's a little different from some of the Janasasanas we've done. But this is a really nice way to start opening up the hips. Let's do an easy forward fold. All right, very easy. Hands on either side of the left knee, only going down halfway. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, go down halfway, wherever that is today. Just gonna hold it here. Remember from our previous days, if you start feeling tension in the back, I want you to ease up and just stay there where you're not feeling so much pull on the lower back. Stay here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the head, see if you can lengthen your back just a little bit more. And now inhale and rise. So just to recap, when we go down, if I put my hand on my lower back, I can feel the movement of my lower back as it goes from that gentle natural curve that I have in my lower back. It starts to stretch and get a full curve from the tailbone to the tip of the head as I go down. That's normal. If you're at the point where you can challenge yourself more, you lift the head a little bit, which reintroduces very subtly that curve in the lower back. And that's going to bring your belly and chest closer to your thigh. Okay? All right, let's change legs. Right leg is in front, left knee behind, left foot behind you. Best you can, find that nice 90-degree angle between your left knee and your right knee. Hands are on either side of the right knee. Roll the shoulders up and back. Feel that you have a nice long spine here. As you exhale, come down halfway. And again, we're going to be doing a lot of these, so don't worry about where you are right now. We're just warming up. And for some of you, it's warming up the hamstrings. For others like me, it's warming up my spine. That's what's inhibiting my forward folds. All right, nice slow breath. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the head, see if you can lengthen the back just a little bit more. And now inhale and rest. Let's switch sides, but this time coming into Janusirasana, you bend the right knee, but this time the foot is in front, touching your left thigh. coming in very close to the body. Now, for some of you, you don't have this hip opening, again, use a prop underneath your sits bones, or just have it a little bit more open. Your right foot, or even better, take this left leg and open it a little bit wider. That's fine, okay? Again, we're only coming down halfway. Hands are on either side of the left knee. Roll the shoulders up and back. Feel like you're lengthening the spine. Take a breath in and exhale. Let's just come down halfway. Hold here. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift that head. Introduce that little bit of a curve in the lower back. Feel that your belly and chest are a little closer to your left thigh. And now inhale, rise up. Release, change sides. Right leg extended, left knee bent. Feel that you're sitting on your sits bones. That's super important because that puts the pelvis in position for us to come forward. Hands on either side of your knee, roll the shoulders up and back. Lengthen the spine, and exhale, come down halfway. Once you get your position, try and be as still as possible, not only in the movements of the body, but in your thoughts. And start regulating the breath. That's automatically going to tell your central nervous system to relax. The less movement, the more relaxation. And counting down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift the head. Feel that little micro movement. And then inhale, right. Send the left leg, let's come back into the hurdle position with the foot behind you. This time, in this squared 90-degree angle position we've met, throw hands in the middle, we're going to do a forward fold right in between, just halfway. Hands are in front of us, roll the shoulders up and back. Exhale, come down, just halfway, wherever that is. If you get to the point where all you're thinking about is how uncomfortable you are, rise up a little bit, because we want to relax into this. Let's stay here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the head. Feel that little movement in the hips where as you lift the head, you're introducing not only the curve in the back, but you feel, hopefully, a little bit of movement where that femur is rotating inside the pelvis and giving you a little more forward motion. And then inhale. From here, let's do a little side bend. So take your left hand, you're going to cross it in front of you. Right hand is out to the side. Open up the right palm, inhale the right arm up, shrug the shoulders down. And then as you exhale, it's just a side bend over that left leg. As you come down, there's a tendency for this right shoulder to come down to the mat. See if you can open it up and look up towards the sky. Nice. Hold here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay where you are. Simply bring the right arm up. And now inhale, rise up. Release. All right, let's change sides. This time the right leg is extended. Left knee bent, left leg behind you. And let's bring our hands in the middle. Little forward fold in this 90-degree angle we've made. Roll the shoulders up and back. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, slowly walk your fingers forward. Remember, we're going only halfway, so we shouldn't be introducing too much tension in the leg, back, or hips. We just want to feel that we're beginning to find that awareness and understand where we can relax. Let's stay here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the head. Feel that subtle movement, a little longer lengthening, and then inhale and come up. Side bend, take that right hand, cross it over the body. Extend the left arm, open the palm, and inhale the left arm up. As you exhale, find a nice side bend over the right foot. And then open up that left shoulder. So hold this. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here. Simply inhale and bring the left arm up towards the sky. And now inhale, rise up. And come back to neutral position. Let's change sides again. But this time in Janusarasana, your right knee is bent, your right heel is inside towards the body. If you're feeling some pain in your knees, especially the knee that is bent, what is happening is that your hip joint is not opening enough to allow the knee to bend. And so the knee is actually getting a bit of a torque because the knee joint only moves backwards and forwards. It doesn't have a lateral movement. But if your hip doesn't allow your knee to bend properly, it's going to kind of twist. And that's what you want to avoid, okay? So if that happens, again, put something underneath your butt or open up your position or don't do it. If you have to, most people can do a hurdle position of some sort. Do that instead. But if you are in Janusarasana, again, let's go to the middle. Hands are in the middle. Roll the shoulders up and back. And as you exhale, walk the fingers forward. Now this is a little deeper stretch through the lower back and the hip. As you feel this position, you're only going down halfway. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift the head. Ooh, feel that nice lengthening. And then inhale. Little side stretch. Take the left hand, cross it over your body, extend the right arm, open the palm, inhale the right. And as you exhale, let's extend over that left leg. Roll the right shoulder up towards the sky. I push the floor down with my left hand to help get that spinal twist there. And hold here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here, only the right arm. Inhale, bring it up. And then inhale again and come back to your neutral position. Great, let's do the other side. Right leg is extended. Then the left knee. Got my little granddaughter at the window looking at her. Hi, baby. Oh, hang on. You want your toy? You have to ask Mama to bring it. The door is locked. All right, let's bring our hands in the middle. Roll the shoulders up and back. And as you exhale, walk your fingers forward. Come down halfway. There's a tendency here for the butt to lift off the mat. Try and root down for your seat bones. Hold here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the head. Feel that lengthening. That movement of the femur inside the pelvis. Then inhale. Beautiful. Side bend. Take the right hand, cross it over your body. Extend the left arm to the side. Open the palm. Inhale the left arm up. Sit nice and straight. As you exhale, it's a nice side bend over that right leg. Use your right arm to help you find the twist. And hold. Let's stay here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay here. Inhale, bring the left arm up towards the sky. And now inhale again and come back up. Just come on our back. Do a nice little spinal twist here. So we've been doing everything halfway, but if you haven't been listening to me and you've been challenging yourself a little bit too much, your lower back may be stiff right now. So let's do a nice easy spinal twist. Bringing your knees over your hips. Extend the arms up to the sides, palms up. As you exhale, knees roll right, you look left. Let's stay here. Let's hold this for 2 minutes and really find some relaxation in the hips and the lower back. here. Back to center, take a breath in. Contract, feel the tilt. Opposite side, take a breath in and then exhale. Your knees roll left. You look to the right. 2 minutes here. Back to center, take a breath in. So contract, so center. Inhale, hands to knees, and exhale, knees to chest. Let's do a nice happy baby pose. Doing a nice opening again through the hips. What's important here is to try and have the whole spine supported by the mat. So it doesn't matter where you're holding your feet, whether it's at the big toe, the ankle, behind the knees, or on the thighs. Lengthen the spine and then open the hips. Let's hold this for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath in and exhale. Extend those knees into a wide straddle. Hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, bring the legs together up towards the sky and hold. The nice thing about the straddle when you're on your back is that your spine is not involved. It's nicely supported by the mat, and you can really bring awareness to rotating that big femur bone inside the pelvic joint. Now we're going to see a little bit of difference when we come to a seated straddle. So go ahead and bend your knees, bring your hands to the mat, palms down, and roll up. And let's all meet a nice straddle. I'm going to put a pillow underneath my sits bones just to sort of demonstrate how that can lift up the pelvis just a little bit so that my femur rotates back into the joint. And it's a little easier to come forward and it frees up my lower back. Okay, let's just go halfway again in a nice forward fold here, all right? What's important here when we are doing a straddle position is that my toes, my knees, my hip, it's all in one long line. I don't want to let my feet fall to the inside or fall to the outside. In a nice straight line here. So flex your ankles just a little bit. Hands in front of you, roll the shoulders up and back. Be aware of your spine as you come down. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, just walk your fingers forward. Only come down halfway. Drop the head and relax into it. Hold here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the head. Feel that little bit of lengthening right there. And then inhale, come. Let's do side bend to the left leg. So turn the whole torso to the left, hands on either side of the knee. As we do this forward fold, there's a tendency to lift the right hip up. So keep the hips squared and sort of root through that right sits bones. We're in position. Roll the shoulders up and back. Take a breath in. Exhale, start to walk your fingers forward. Come halfway down, wherever that is. Keep maintaining contact with that right buttocks. Hold here. Not only will you feel a lengthening on the left hamstring, but you may feel a bit of a pull on the right inner thigh muscle. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the head, do that lengthening, and then inhale. Let's go to the opposite side. Turn the torso to the right knee. Roll the shoulders up and back. Root through that left hip. Take a breath in. And start walking your hands forward. Come down halfway. Hold here. It's interesting because as you come down sometimes onto the side, not only do you start lifting up the left hip, but you feel that you've lost some of that inner rotation of the femur inside the pelvic joint. You want to get that back. Hold here. You can even put your hand on your left thigh to make sure it stays where it's supposed to. Hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, lift the head. Ooh, got a nice little bit of lengthening. And then inhale. All right, this is the fun part. We start with our hands on the inside of our left foot, and we're just going to walk them to the right and then walk them to the left. All right, nice and slowly. So bring your hands towards the left foot. As you exhale, come down. Feel that you're rooted through that right hip. As you exhale again, walk your hands to the middle. Stay here. And along exhale, walk your hands to the right foot. Stay here for 4, 3, 2, 1. On your next exhale, walk to the middle. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, walk to the left. Stay here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, let's come straight up. Let's do a little, I can't remember the word, crossover and side bend. Take your left hand, cross it over the body. Right arm extend, open the palm. Inhale the arm up. Roll the shoulders up and back. Now, there's a tendency in this straddle to lean back. That's not going to help you. Feel where your hips are if you lean back. Lean a little bit forward with a little bit of an arch in the lower back. All right, now in this position, exhale. Find that bend to the left. Root through that right hip. Hold here. It's not so much how far we go down towards the left leg, as much as it is finding that spinal twist and feeling a really nice lengthening deep down into that right hip. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here. Inhale, bring the right arm up towards the sky. And then inhale, come back to center. Nice. Opposite side. Take that right arm, cross it over. Extend the left arm, open up the left palm. Inhale the left arm up. Find your position. Feel that you're rotated within your pelvis. Take your breath in, and as you exhale, find that side bend over the right leg. Find the spinal twist. Use your right arm to help find that twist. And feel that stretch deep into the lower back, right into that left hip. Let's stay here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay here. Inhale, bring the left arm up towards the sky. Then inhale, rise up. All right, one more forward fold. Take your hands in front of you, roll the shoulders up and back. Lean forward a little bit. And as you exhale, walk your hands forward. Hold here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale with the head, feel that lengthening. Then inhale, rise back up. Stay here. Everything's just kind of reset. Beautiful. Let's release the pose. Here. Back. All right. I would like to do, for me, a nice counter pose is the plow pose because you're introducing a fully rounded, well, you're rounding your back and you're straightening it. If that's in your practice daily and you have no problems with it, go ahead and let's come into a plow pose. If it is not in your daily practice, I'd like you to do a spinal twist. So let's come into position, whichever one you choose right now is a counter pose. You can do a spinal twist, or you can come into the plow. Again, for me, the plow gives me a nice curve from my tailbone to my head, which is a nice counter to the forward folds we've been doing. But a spinal twist on your lying on your back is the same thing. Gives you a nice counter pose. So whatever you've chosen, let's stay here. Let's stay here for a count of 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you've chosen the plow, bring your hands down by your hips, palms down, bend the knees and gently roll out. If you're in a spinal twist, come back to center and let's do a nice easy bridge pose as we come into Savasana. So knees are on the ground behind our butt. And all together, let's take a breath in. Exhale, contract, feel the tilt, and now just lift the hips slightly up. Feel that you're elongating that tailbone, lengthening the spine, and then gently relax the buttocks down to the mat. Holding that slight pelvic tilt, extend one leg and then the other to the mat. And then release any tension that you feel in the ab, lower back, hips, legs, knees, ankles, feet. As you inhale, raise the arms up towards the sky and gently lift one shoulder off the mat, then the other. And then face the palms in the direction of your head. And as you exhale, release the arms down to your sides next to your hips. As you exhale, gently roll the head to one side. Inhale, come to center. And exhale, roll the head to the other side. Let's do that one more time. Inhale to center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. And exhale, left. Come back to center. Take a few deep cleansing exhales and enjoy your Savasana. Well, it's tempting to stay here a little bit longer, but it's time to come up to Savasana. So let's gently bring movement to toes, ankles, fingers, and wrists. Knees and elbows. Hips and spine as you gently roll from side to side, perhaps. Trace the shoulders into play. And the neck. Then all together, let's roll to one side. And with the help of your hands on an exhale, push up to a seated position. You may observe that it's much easier to sit in this position now than it was at the beginning of the session, which is a nice perk from doing a nice slow lengthening practice. Let's bring our hands into Jnana Mudra, arms up, eyes closed. Just enjoy the moment. All together, inhale, bring hands to heart center. Sharing the Omkar chant one time, take a breath in. Shanti, shanti. Exhale, going down to the teacher within. Inhale, gently come up and open our eyes. Ready for the day.